don't train your child to be compliant. When you train them to be compliant, you're teaching the nice child syndrome.
Without knowing.
Yes, you think it's respect. Teach the child to be respectful, but independent thought. Your niceness is not out of good-natured personality. It's not even a big heart.
Yeah.
Many of the people who are superficially nice are very nasty. They are very bitter and they feel weak and they're vulnerable. They're usually lending more money than they should because they can say no. They're usually in debt, or they overworked at work and underpaid. They are usually on the brink of burnout. They are overstretched. They are used up by people. They are overlooked. They're not given credit. People disrespect them. Niceness is not strength. It's a weakness. Actually, when you come to solutions, we'll be telling them sometimes just pause before responding. Manipulators pressure for commitment right now. Will you sit in for me tomorrow? And then they stand there. I need time to consider. That's a big commitment.
Yeah.
You can just say, let me think about it. That distance removes the emotional pressure. And sometimes you don't even get back. When they come back, I was coming for the response. Oh, sorry, it's not possible.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Hello and welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. Now, today's conversation is going to be enlightening because we are talking about a captivating topic, and I want to start it this way. Isn't it unfair to have nice and suffering in the same statement? As unfair as it may sound, we still have nice people suffering the most. How do you overcome this nice guy, nice girl syndrome? That's the conversation we are having today on the show. Please stay tuned because I know we're going to learn a lot. My name is Sylvia Kiremi. Yes, Zulu, we have good people out there with really good hearts, very helpful. They just want to be nice to people, but they suffer a lot. How do they overcome this, and why does this happen actually?
Yes, and actually those are the two questions we want to answer. Why are you like that?
Yeah.
And what can you do about it?
Yes.
The nice guy or nice girl syndrome is that outward agreeableness and being pleasant and going with the flow and attending to people and giving of yourself and not saying no and being generous and giving, yielding, and being easygoing. And on the outside it looks like generosity, but the first reason you're like that is that it's a masqueraded fear of rejection, fear of confrontation, fear of disagreement.
Yeah.
Niceness is fear. It's not kindness.
Okay. Niceness is fear, not kindness.
The superficial kindness does not come from being a good-natured person. It comes from having been oriented that conflict was disastrous.
Yeah.
That whenever you were not compliant, you were punished. It comes from over strict parents. It comes from an environment that made you unsafe to say no.
Yeah.
It is a conditioning that you are only loved, you are only given attention when you are obedient, when you go with the flow.
Yeah.
I told you the other day that I saw the psychology of parenting. They say don't train your child to be compliant. When you train them to be compliant, you're teaching the nice child syndrome.
Without knowing.
Yes, you think it's respect. Teach the child to be respectful, but independent thought. And the first authority they have to not obey automatically is you. It feels bad.
Yeah.
It feels good when your child obeys without questioning, but you're training them to be so controlled and compliant and
to just
yielding.
be nice.
Don't you ask your child to yield to everything you say.
Okay.
There's a time when they don't have a mind of their own so much. You just show them the way, don't do this. But as they grow, you're supposed to let them engage and for their personality to sprout.
Yeah.
By simply giving options. Would you like to wear the shoes over here, over there? Which bed sheet would you like to use today?
Yeah.
When you're buying them, which of these two do you prefer? You're engaging their choice. Small things like that. When you are never given the chance to say, I prefer this, not that. Later, not now.
Yeah.
I'm not, I saw that photo of that child. When you have like 3 kids in the family, one of them tends to go the opposite.
Yes.
And The firstborn is usually very compliant, and second, and the last child is everybody's darling. The middle child tends to go the other way.
Yeah.
They don't like this authority. Everybody is imposing on them. So they were given. They didn't become free spirits, they become journalists, they didn't become free spirits. They just want that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
Because the firstborn acts like a parent and they're ordering people around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The last one is people's doll.
Yeah.
They're being spoiled. Nobody notices you. So you become either academically rebellious or academically very determined.
Yeah.
Just to self-determine. And then you are given handed down clothes.
Yeah.
So you are distinguished. You are distinguished.
Yes.
So that photo where the kids were asked to take a photo. So the middle child was doing, if they are holding a fish, he bites it. If they are told to face this way, he turns face that way.
Yeah.
Just asserting independence.
Yes.
So as early as that time, we just want not to be treated like a copy paste,
Yeah.
a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
Even you don't have to let until children become rebellious. Just let their different personalities thrive. Don't say here we only do medicine or law. If you are doctors, you as parents, it will be very influential of them. And if they buy into it, congratulations. Maybe you are given doctor children by God to mentor them because you're already in it.
Yeah.
Don't refuse children from following you. Just don't compel them to anything. Train them and let them. In fact, when you let them free, they tend to follow you more.
Right.
Children tend to follow you when you don't force it.
True.
They like your free spirit and they would rather be a person like you. Your niceness is not out of good-natured personality. It's not even a big heart.
Yeah.
Many of the people who are superficially nice are very nasty. They are very bitter and they feel weak and they're vulnerable. They're usually lending more money than they should because they can say no. They're usually in debt, or they overworked at work and underpaid.
Yeah.
They are usually on the brink of burnout. They are overstretched. They are used up by people. They are overlooked. They're not given credit. They are taken for granted. People walk all over them. People disrespect them. Niceness is not strength. It's a weakness.
Right.
Fear.
Yes.
When you come close to realize this person would have said no, but they shiver when they think of disagreeing.
Yeah.
When the father was so authoritarian, when the mother was so dictatorship, and then the boss is the image of father, and this teacher here is the image of a mother, and they bring the same feelings. The person learns to be universally compliant. So that muscle of being independent was just never allowed to cultivate.
Yeah.
Your voice was lost. And then another problem is we praise children for being obedient, and we gauge them. We gauge the other children vis-a-vis this one.
Yeah.
Why can't you be like your older sister? Why can't you be, So they become academically successful. Many people today doing high-flying careers. Medicine, law, it's not their heart. They were praised that they were giving the parents pride and prestige and good name. And they learn to receive affection by performing.
Yeah.
So they perform for their affection. They don't know who they are. So nice people are detached from their hearts. They are detached from their wishes. They are not authentic. They lived for who was giving them affection in exchange for making them look good when they're receiving prizes.
Yeah.
When they're being associated. Oh, you're the Mama Sylvia. Oh, that bright girl. Oh, so you're mother too. So that you know.
Yeah.
And then in that home where people are praised for performance, the child who cannot perform usually goes to the extreme of rebelling. So that now they can be discussed in disciplinary sittings.
Yes.
They can be discussed
Yeah.
in problematic. That's the only time they receive attention. When you give love transactionally, children learn to do whatever it takes to get your attention.
Right.
Getting problems, that's the time you come to school. They fall sick, that's the only time you hold them.
Yeah.
You may have been conditioned as a nice person to just receive attention out of problems. Being needy. So some people complain so that you can listen.
Yeah.
They don't have anything else they can say so that you can listen. So we can say the nice guy or nice girl syndrome is just a fearful person syndrome. The nice guy is just fearful. The nice girl is just fearful.
Yeah.
Afraid of rejection, afraid of being judged, afraid of love being withdrawn, afraid of them speaking up that they're invalidated, afraid of being punished when they say no. And they're usually tired, overwhelmed, overstretched, or misaligned with who they are.
Okay.
Not for doing career that is fit for their heart. Not marrying the person whom they would have chosen. Not saying what they really think. Not expressing their own thoughts. They're alienated from themselves because they have to win affection by agreeing with others.
Yeah. And these people may even end up marrying the wrong person.
Yes. The one who dad would approve. The one who the pastor would approve. They always get an authority figure.
Or they didn't even want to turn him down.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
They can't say, sometimes be careful when people start to put you in debt. Gratitude, guilt, by giving you free things.
Yeah.
Because this is another thing that nice people don't recognize. When people assist you so much and they assist you, and then in order to say thank you, you cannot turn them down on a relationship. It's like you have exchanged assistance for marriage.
Yeah.
How kind of trade-off is that?
Yes, and now I can't say no.
So other times you marry a very opposite person to finally assert yourself. By trying to rebel, because you get tired. Eventually people they feel suffocated.
Yeah.
They do the opposite of what is expected. They go to the extreme and they destroy themselves. Nice person syndrome. This person who was so afraid of disagreement and confrontation and conflict. We're not saying anybody enjoys confrontation.
Yeah.
Anybody likes disagreement. No. We are saying when we are traumatically conditioned to never say no lest catastrophe follows. That's when it's a syndrome.
Yeah.
When you must compellingly say yes to everything, people overtime that is not paid. They fire a person, they don't replace the person, and you take the task and you don't complain. Some of these companies, the person leaves and they don't replace them.
Yeah.
Or holding, you can hold for the other person as you look for, then they don't replace, and you are there burning out.
Yeah.
Doing work for 2 people.
For 2 people, getting paid for 1.
You need, yes, imagine. You need commitment saying, how long am I supposed to do this? What is the compensation for it? The person would have been paid if they were here. I deserve that pay. If I'm working for 2 people, what they were paid? Or at least if I'm stepping in and doubling, what is going on? How far are we in replacing? But when you're not trained to risk your job, or you're being shouted at, or you fear being called names, what will happen? You will retract and say, it's okay, here, okay, yes, sir, okay, all right. Actually, one of the cover-up for nice people is too much nice language. Clasp hands.
Yeah.
And agreeable and openness and and they use language like of course, agreeable language.
Yes.
So of course. Stop that. Even the language you're using. Yes.
They don't have opinions.
They have them. They can't express them.
They can't express
the
them.
automatic inclination is to agree. So you can tell you have that syndrome because most of your language is yes, of course. No, not of course. Some things is of course no.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, when you come to solutions, we'll be telling them sometimes just pause before responding. Manipulators pressure for commitment right now. Will you sit in for me tomorrow? And then they stand there. I need time to consider. That's a big commitment.
Yeah.
If you request, you can just say, let me think about it. That distance removes the emotional pressure. And sometimes you don't even get back. You take back power to yourself. When they come back, I was coming for the response. Oh, sorry, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Just lower down your responses. Your sanity will return. Control will return. That rushed commitment is one of the traps people use.
Yeah.
And once you remove the of course and you're just nodding, when people are talking, just nodding means I'm listening. It does not mean I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
I hear you. Says I hear you. Yes. Not I agree to that.
Not I agree.
Yes. It's I hear you. All right. What more? Is that I get you? Am I understanding you? I'm taking in the message. I have not processed. I have not decided. So stop agreeing in the middle of the sentences.
Yeah.
On the phone. No. Just say I hear you. Okay. Let me consider. You are within your rights to pause before committing.
Yeah.
And you say after evaluating, I realize I don't have space for that. Follow channels that give you professional language for work. We have professional language for saying no.
Yes.
Without sounding rude. Instead of saying that's none of my business, that's too direct. You can say, it appears like that's not exactly within my docket.
Too professional.
You put it politely.
Yeah.
Professional politeness. They get the message. And if they're trying to stretch you more, increase the workload without the pay, you simply ask and let me know when we are ready to discuss this. Instead of committing, would you mind stepping in? Do you mind setting up a discussion about it? Meaning, I'm implying, I expect what promises, commitments, I expect something.
Yes.
Will you step in? So and so is not. Would you mind forwarding me the tasks and the expectations? You're asking for written communication, so that you're not hoodwinked and used. Sometimes they go there and they collect the pay and they eat it because they're full.
Yes.
You are doing it silently like that. And when they tell you on the phone, you follow up the email. Say, I'm following up a conversation on the phone where you requested this and that to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And then they agree. You have gotten it on written record. From there, you can now start to CC, to copy the finance.
Yes.
To forward the people who should know what is going on. And you're just polite, but you know your rights. That will protect you a lot.
Right.
The nice guy syndrome and nice girl syndrome is reinforced by immediate compliance. As you teach children boundaries when they're growing up, don't teach them not to think for themselves.
Okay.
There's a place for no. Give that to mommy. Don't do that. When you're in the supermarket, they're trying to touch everything. You teach discipline.
Yeah.
But do not trump their individuality and their creativity. When they could choose, let them choose. When they can play, let them play.
Yeah.
Your house is the only field they play in. So what those things that cannot break, let them play with them. They will draw your walls. They will stain a few things in there. That's the only place they can grow in, especially in the city where we don't have too much field where children can play. Don't be so strict, because when you restrict them completely, they don't feel free at all to express themselves.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we use the term play to express what children do, because that's not playing. When you call it play, it looks casual.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
It looks not a must.
Not serious.
Because for grown-ups, play is not mandatory.
Yeah.
For children, it's mandatory. It's not play. They're expressing. They're engaging life. They're learning. They're coming out of themselves. They're exercising. That's gym. That's work. That's engagement. That's socialization. What we call play for children, it's unfortunate to use that term. So when you say playground, doesn't look mandatory.
Yeah.
What office is for you? That child does not have an office. You have a kitchen, they don't. You have a sitting, you have spaces, you express yourself, and there are so many. Look, you have church, you have compound, you have bedroom, you have sitting room, you have office, you have colleagues, you have car, you have road. Children don't have none of that.
Yeah.
And they're a human being. They collect all that in their play space. That's why they play kitchen, play social life, play. What you call it play is mimicry of life.
Yes.
Children are doing life when they're playing. Stop calling it play. It's not a toy. You know, you call it a toy, looks casual.
Yes.
That's not a toy. That's their car. That's their kitchen. That's their shoe. That's... If I come here calling your kitchen toy, if I come here calling your car a toy, you will quarrel me.
Yeah.
You know, we reduce what children do to dispensable, non-serious. We don't even budget for it. That's why children grow to be too restricted, compliant. No, when that child is riding that thing that looks like a toy, it's how you drive your car.
Right. Yes.
When they are cooking, that's more cooking. It's the real cooking. That's their real. They wouldn't cook the real fire.
Yeah.
So what they're cooking is what really feels like real cooking. When they talk to that imaginary Johnny over there, the toy they call them, they're talking, and you think they're just making noise. You and Zulu talking, that's the child was, you know,
True.
that's what they're doing. So it's a very unfortunate that we restrict children's whole world to a dispensable thing. We call it play.
Play. Just games.
Limitation of language.
Yeah.
Let your child play, let them express themselves. Sometimes if they're playing with small things, that they'll create a mess. But I tell you, one day you miss that mess.
Yeah. That's true.
As they disentangle things, also disentangling something from within. They are researching how they feel about everything.
Yeah.
You must monitor. They don't get into danger, but don't restrict, because some of these workers, they don't want to work. They really restrict the child, close them in a small space or a phone, just to zone the child away.
Yeah.
No, don't allow that. Let the child move around, ask, touch things. Don't remove everything until it's an empty room.
All the small items are up there.
Because children don't want toys. They are not fools.
Yeah.
Children want real objects in life. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Children would rather play in your bed
True.
than what you're calling in charge, whatever there.
Yeah.
Because they want to be like you. You're in a real bed. You're holding a real spoon, a real bowl. You're holding a real remote. You're holding. They want real things. So actually, I realized instead of investing in toys, remove one of the remotes, a battery, and give it to them.
Yeah.
That's a better toy. I'm going, I don't know to buy for how much.
Yes.
You can buy a very big car for the boy to do a lot of money.
He doesn't like that.
And it has all these lights. They drive one day. Next time they want your own car.
Yeah.
The one you're driving.
Yes.
They want to drive with you. So balance how much you buy those fake things.
Yeah.
Involve the child in real things. They tend to like it better.
Yeah.
Because they want to be like you. They know they're growing to be like you. They're not growing to be a toy person.
Yeah.
So yes, nice person syndrome comes from too much restriction in childhood, too much control. That's one thing. And developed fear of self-expression, developed fear of disagreement. The second thing that comes from nice guy syndrome is when you exchange generosity for acceptance, when you give to be accepted, when you lack self-acceptance, when you don't know how to validate who you are, when you don't know how to do self-talk that gives you energy to face life, when you cannot gather your own courage to be wrong in this life, to walk around, be authentic whether you're wrong or you're right, when you cannot gather your own spine to stand and face the world and say this is me, like me or not, when you cannot imagine that of all the billions of the people in the world, only you who is you, and you need to show up, be counted, when you have not been told that you're here to contribute, not just to be accepted and to fit in. When you're trying to blend with the masses to feel like you belong and you exist. When you have not been given the I is one. But many people don't have that I that stands by itself. They just have an association. And only when they're in the group do they feel alive. Only when they're validated do they feel alive. Only when they're trending do they feel alive. Only they have attention. Some of these people call themselves content creators are really self-creators. They're creating themselves in the public. They don't have who they are. They must be talked about to feel alive. They must be in people's mouths to know that they matter. They don't have that self-talk that I exist, I am enough. They're not generating substance into the world. They're looking, it's a void they're trying to fill. That's why they usually don't have boundaries of self-respect or anything. That's why they don't have any limitations, because it's a void they're trying to fill. And it consumes them. Why you are so compliant and pleasant is because you lack identity. You lack a concrete, congruent sense of self. You don't have confidence, pride in who you are. You have not known that you're beautiful enough, attractive enough, brilliant enough, capable enough, and you're here for a divine purpose, and what you have is enough for what you need to do. And who you are is enough for what you're supposed to do. If you reach that place of saying, I'm here to occupy space and deliver a change during my lifetime. Once you say that I was designed for my mother's womb, keeps repeating the Bible that by you was I drawn from my mother's womb. Once you accept that somebody else designed you for such a time as this, with the abilities you have, the looks you have, the differences in your personality, the wrinkles in who you are, both the strengths and weaknesses, you are all meant to add up together. That self-pride, that acceptance gives you a lot of stamina to face criticism, stamina to face disagreement, to stand by yourself, to say not what you don't feel like, to be authentic to your feeling, to say this doesn't sit well with my heart, my conscience is not at peace. That's what you lack. When you lack that, you tend to be liked, to face existence. Existence is like strong wind. Life, just imagine life to be a force that is against you. And if you can't stand it, it makes you fall. So in order to face wind that is against you, you need stamina. So that stamina supposed to come from within, where you have your own muscles and you can face the resistance of, who are you? Who do you think you are? Resistance of, why are you trying to do this? The resistance of, you're not even that good. How do you have to be paid that? You can't listen to you. Can you make any point? Get away, sit down. So the resistance of life is all that opposition, all that elements that are refusing you from making an impact and standing up. But when you have the self-confidence a firm belief. As a man thinketh, so is he. I think I'm here on a mission. I think I'm backed up by the divine creator. I think I have what it takes. I think I'll deliver. I think I'm good enough. I think nobody can be but me. I have to be me, otherwise nobody will be me. I have something to prove. I have a point to bring. Have a change. Once you think that way, you face them. What God told Jeremiah, do not fear their faces. They'll be so stunned, but you're supposed to confront. Sometimes you stare down. I'm here on a mission. Once you stare down at the world, I'm here, deal with it.
Yeah. Wow, it's getting better and better.
That element of I'm here, deal with it. Once you have that, you become comfortable disagreeing. In fact, now, instead of agreeing, you look for alignments. Instead of being a people pleaser, you become a people selector. You select who aligns with you. Let others be. You don't hate them, just know you don't have to be together. It's just authenticity.
Yes.
And it's, we say to live and let live. Let me live this way, you live how you believe. We shall answer to whoever sent us here. I don't bother you, don't bother me.
Yes.
But I can't stop, you can't stop me from being, as long as I'm within my rights, I'll pursue what I want. That's what gives you the courage to launch big projects, and they fail, and you don't feel like you're a failure. That's what gives you the courage to lose without feeling like a loser. That's what gives you the courage to be rejected without feeling dejected. That's what gives you the courage to stand alone without feeling lonely. That thing comes from within. Now, as I told you, it's supposed to be wired there by the parent. When the parent doesn't wire it, the child risks living life as an imposter, feeling like they're misplaced. They're watching life like a movie. They don't belong. They're not good enough for anything. They're looking for validation everywhere. They're looking for acceptance anywhere. They can't even hold themselves. People take advantage of them. And they see the feeble spirit, the withered soul. They see the mind that is weak, that has no stamina. They have no voice. They go with whatever is the flow. They say yes to everything. There are people who live like that. When the parent does not plant it 50-50, the child may never catch it. Only an intervention, miraculous intervention of other people come to help. Now you know why Africa is damaged, because many parents were not intentional to build the children's self-esteem. They were not built themselves. They were just surviving. And today people are careless. They get children when they are not even having the other parent. They just want to get a child, dump them with the parent, disappear, I don't know where.
True.
So the grandparents don't have the energy anymore to talk to this child's generation.
So the child is just growing.
Yes. So nobody builds them. Nobody supports them. Nobody plans that. Children are created twice. When they are born physically, and then when you bring them to their own awareness. Next time I'm going to teach you that concept that has been proven, that by just knowing something exists, you treat it as if it exists. You could have money in your bag, but if you don't know it is there in one of your pockets, you suffer broke, you go hungry, you go on debts, and you have money you forgot. Because you're not aware it's there. You don't act as if it's there. But when you know the money is there, you behave differently. So when you don't know your soul is there, you behave broke. When you don't know that your spirit is there, you behave like you don't have it. When you don't know that your opinion is there, you behave like you don't have it. Sometimes people don't take you away, they take your awareness of you. Okay? Have you followed that?
Yes, they take your awareness of you.
Yes. They cannot remove you, but they make you forget that you are there. By just overlooking you, by not asking you what you think, making decisions, taking you for granted, handing you down things to do, ignoring your voice until you forget that your voice is there. Whether your opinion, whether your mind counts, whether your personality counts, whether your presence counts. People can cancel you out indirectly. That's why you struggle. So
there's this book that is How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. And there's something I found here that is so interesting. It's talking about focusing on values and not feelings. And here you've written the difference between people who act based on feelings versus ones who act based on values may seem small, but the consequences are dire. If you don't pay attention, you will keep getting it wrong with relationships. Wow. Someone may have feelings for you, for example, or they may claim to have been on dry spell, and you help each other to fund these feelings until you have sex, and then an emotional entanglement ensues, and then you try to get married. In the midst of such situations, so what have you acted on? Feelings and the situations, not feelings and the situations the feelings created.
Exactly.
That is amazing, because I feel these are big things, but you're making decisions based on
the immediate pressure,
Yeah.
the immediate need,
Yeah.
the immediate. Sometimes, when you're single, you go through phases. You may need money, and a person helps you with money.
Yeah.
And you value that so much, you appreciate them. If they find you with a sick loved one and they are supporting you every day, just imagine that.
Yeah.
You're going to hospital every day and somebody says, I'm going with you again. I'm going with you. I'm going with you. You have a sick person, and
Yeah.
that person every day they're showing up. What happens there? So appreciative.
Yeah.
You're so grateful. You know? Or you're struggling in a certain department and they always back you up.
Yeah.
They make up the differences for you. They can even save your job when you're being given the last warning.
Yeah.
And they make sure you're not given another last warning.
Yeah.
You're not fired. They make sure they show you how to manage. And you somehow, they help you hang on, pick up and go. You may feel that immediate feeling of gratitude,
Yeah.
immediate feeling of you saved me, immediate feeling of you saved, you helped, you came through for us. It's immediate.
Yeah.
But I owe you one.
I
You
owe
said
you
that.
one. And can you imagine having sex with someone because of such pressures?
Or thinking they're the one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you give your heart, you think, so you do not look at values. You see, when situations are dire, we don't think of values.
Yeah.
Values are opinions about different things, about convictions. What your mindset about respect, communication, loyalty, faithfulness, longevity, finance. What do you think about relatives and outsiders and the opposite sex and boundaries? Those are values.
Yeah.
But when there is immediate financial pressure, immediate this, and the person may just be kind-hearted, considerate. Meanwhile, value-wise, they are facing this way.
Yeah.
Value-wise, you're facing this way. You don't see eye to eye on money.
Yeah.
You don't see eye to eye on gender, boundary with the opposite sex. They are enmeshed with the relatives and they cannot create the right distance to accommodate you. They don't defend you to the in-laws.
Yeah.
You may have people who are still stringing the exes. You may have people who are not believing in monogamy. You may have people who cannot even build them. They want comfort, not even conquest of finance. They don't know about financial freedom. They just want good enough. So they don't have limits, boundaries. Those are values. You did not look at them because they helped you in an emotional situation. You felt, and then you went on to give too much. The only solution to emotional overwhelm is to do the same thing the artist does. After they draw the life-sized image,
Yeah.
they go away, distance, to look at it. Step aside to look at the person, to see the trajectory of their life. And remember the voices of reason. Never commit inside the mix of the meeting.
Yeah.
What the way they teach the kids.
Yes.
When you are being sold something, you may be falling for the charms of the salesperson. Always consult your team behind the office, in the back. Sleep out and exchange people who are still sober, who are not under the spell.
Yeah.
So before you commit anything, because you are talking about hospital, the interaction was around your situation. The rescue.
Yes.
You are so vulnerable that time. You are so lonely, that you are so needy.
Yeah.
You're likely to give them too many free discounts to overestimate. What are their values?
Yeah.
What do they want in life? What's the idea of marriage? What's the idea of children? How do they raise children? Where are they going in their life? What's their future? I don't know. You don't know, my friend. Suddenly that person brings you to the, by the way, you're right, I don't know.
Yeah.
You try to do proper day to them. You realize you don't even like the attitude. You conclude they're a good friend. You have saved yourself.
Yeah.
It's a good what? Friend. There are people who want you to have, they're called comrades, or you help each other fight battles of life, but you're not personal friends.
Yeah.
So have them in life to show up for each other's functions and times of need. Very loyally. You are just faithful to each other in times of, you show up with your team, back them up at the event, dance up there, you support their graduation, support their children. After that, disappear to your life. You go, they're party, I know you are living your life over there, but they're carefree. You are careful.
Yeah.
But because you started that pattern of merry-go-round of sorts. You know, women and chama.
Yeah.
Do you share values with every woman in your chama?
No.
It's financial support. You come here for financial backup.
Yeah.
Send your money. I don't care how you live. So that's merry-go-round of sorts, uniform or merry-go-round. I attend your events, you attend mine. I don't care how you live. So some of these people don't marry them. They're just meant to be merry-go-round, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anytime I open a conversation from this book, Zulu is almost starting a new show.
I know.
And you can tell the book is sweet because of the energy and so much that you have put in this book.
Yes.
And it keeps talking to everyone, including, let me say, sometimes you read and realize, oh, I'm the problem.
Exactly.
Wow, that was such a good one. Thank you so much, our viewers, for being here. Bye.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Global.